What it do, world? It's your boy Hollywood Mike T, aka the Dripster, aka Mr. Drip, aka the Driponomics, aka Drip Olympics coming soon, aka hashtag Drip Nation, baby. You already know what time it is. We in the Man Cave Sports Podcast. Drop that beat.
Drew on the keys on this shit now.
What it do, world? It's your boy Hollywood Mike T, and I am here hosting the Man Cave Sports Podcast. And I got my dog Wild Card Mar here. What it do, man?
Hey man, you know what it is, man. Happy to be here with bro, man. Talking some sports. Y'all know what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, man, we got a lot of sports lined up this week. I'm looking at my docket, and yeah, man, we got some good stuff going on. And before we get to football, the obvious thing that everyone wants to talk about because the NFL draft just happened, and you know the NFL kind of dominates the media cycle for like whenever they do something big. But the sport right now that's killing it, basketball.
Mm.
Ooh, everybody was talking about the NBA intensity. Man, these playoffs have been intense, man. But you got the Thunder, they got their sweep on. Ooh, they got their sweep on Memphis. Ooh, they moved on as expected. Hey, you got, as of this recording, the Nuggets and the Clippers.
Mm.
And that's a 3-2 series. Can the Nuggets close it out? Hey, I'm gonna skip that one for right now. You got the Rockets and the Warriors, a 3-2 lead. Hey, then in the East, I'm because I skipped what I was gonna say. I'm not gonna skip this one. We got beat the hell up, the Miami Heat to the Cavaliers. They beat us so bad.
Hey.
I ain't saying nothing about the Heat. I am so embarrassed right now.
Wait, hold up, host. Hold up, host. You know what?
Yes,
I'm gonna give you respect because
hell no.
no. I'm gonna give you
You don't
respect.
need nothing right now.
Now hold on. Hear me out. Because it was a couple of weeks ago, you was on here talking a lot of noise,
I
and
was.
and you just admitted like, hey, all right, we took the L.
I have no choice.
Absolutely not.
Put
But
it like this. If we put it like this, if we would have lost by like 5 or 7 a couple times,
respect.
I would have been in here like, man, all we need was one more piece. Woo, 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 woo. The
I
rest were
respect.
cheating. You know what I'm saying?
The tone would have been different, huh?
The way we got whooped,
Yeah.
listen, we got whooped so bad. We got whooped as bad as Giannis was supposed to whoop Tyler Hallenberg's father.
Ooh.
Speaking of which, you got the Pacers. They over the Bucks. They move on. The Pacers does, and they're playing the Cavs next series. Ooh wee, and you got Boston waiting for the winner of the Knicks and the Pistons. Um,
Mm.
but the king goes down. The Lakers versus the Timberwolves. Let me get your insight first, Mar, on the Lakers and the Timberwolves.
Hey man, Lakers. I'm talking to LeBron, Luca, JJ, Rob Pelinka. For y'all, come to the front. Come to the front. Come to the front. Hey, get it together. I need y'all to put this in perspective. Y'all got sent packing by Rudy Gobert in game 5. Rudy Gobert sent you packing. We talking about the guy that started COVID in the NBA. We talking about the guy that ain't worth a damn. The guy that's softer than baby. Gets bullied every year by not only by opponents, teammates. Teammates don't even like him. Bully him. You got sent packing by Rudy Gobert. Let that sink in. The four of y'all should be ashamed of y'all damn selves. I don't care who gets blamed.
Right.
All four of y'all right now,
Mm-hmm.
all y'all on my list because y'all got sent packing by Rudy Gobert.
The gentleman sweep.
Come on, man. Hey, don't get me wrong. Ant-Man had it out for you. He wanted y'all neck. He did. All right. But that's one man. But you got sent packing by Rudy Gobert. Let that sink in, bro.
Um, I'll say this about the Lakers. The Lakers was the most interesting team this season because even when they had AD and LeBron, I think they were in the playoffs regardless. I think they were still like the
I think they was
between
like
like
a 3 or 4 seed when before they made the trade. So they were
right,
top six.
right,
Yeah.
right. So they're actually a good team. Let's
Yeah.
um but then when they got Luca, I think there was a time period when they started winning and you saw it like this can be really good.
Mm-hmm.
But then when it's bad, as
Yeah.
we also saw, it was really bad. Because they had no defense. And that was the problem with them with the Luca trade, that they didn't bring any defense back with them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I mean, depending on who they get in the summer, like they are probably, you could probably put them if they get somebody that's like a right now, because they're not gonna get somebody's best player. That's not gonna happen.
Mm-mm.
But if they get somebody's number two that could turn into their number three or four, and then even Austin Reeves goes from the third option to the fourth option, and that person that comes in is the new third option,
Oh,
or either way.
yeah. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like a DeMar DeRozan.
Ooh. I actually would love that. He's from LA.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna play defense.
Zach Levine. And then the center. Cause
Definitely.
I'm hearing Brooke Lopez for you guys next year. So we'll see. The Lakers is an interesting team, but I don't want to spend no more time on them. The Timberwolves look,
Yeah.
don't listen. That boy.
And stupid, bro.
I, so right now, as we record this, the Rockets and the Warriors are 3-2.
Yep.
I don't think either one of them teams want to see the Timberwolves right now. I think that I think a good matchup will be Jimmy versus Ant, but I don't think that that's going to be enough. Um, Steph gonna go off, but other than them two, where's your scoring come from the Warriors? Really, if the Timberwolves are playing on their A game and they're defensively, because they're a good defensive team too as well. That's one thing about them. But we'll see, man. You got anything? Oh, you got something you want to add?
Yeah, no, no. I when you first said that, I was kind of like, the hell am I talking about? And then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? That's actually a good point because if you really think about it, the Warriors are almost built the same way as the Lakers are. They really ain't got no big man. Uh,
Right.
and,
Exactly.
and so Warriors might mess around and get sent home packing by Rudy Gobert too. And wouldn't that be some you if this dude mess around and start sending teams homes, I'm gonna lose it. I'm for real, bro.
For y'all that's watching this, or if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're listening to this on the podcast networks, if there was a year for the NBA to help Minnesota win,
Oh, it'd
this
be
that
that.
year.
Oh,
This that year. After everything that Ant been through,
hey, I
and
ain't
and listen,
never.
Anthony Edwards, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You get to the conference finals,
Mm.
all that you don't want to be the face. You ain't got no choice.
Mm. They gonna force it on you.
He ain't got no choice because it was. I mean, and that's this is going to lead me to our next conversation. Actually, a mini conversation before we get to that. if you look at the teams that's left, you got the Thunder, you got the Wolves, you got the Nuggets, you got the Clippers, you got the Warriors and the Rockets, and then on the East, you got Cleveland, the Pacers, and the Celtics. On them teams, other than Jason Tatum, ain't nobody no face of the league on none of them teams except Ant and Jason Edward. I mean Jason Tatum.
Mm. You don't think they'll try to give the SGA at some point in time?
No,
Okay.
no. He
Too
wears Converse.
gotta have them Nikes.
I've been trying to tell people,
Hey, say what you
or at
want.
least Adidas.
Yeah.
You
Now,
know,
yeah, they can at least give you a nice little push for Adidas, but Converse, yeah, like you already Nike's baby anyway, so they like, yeah, bro, we ain't
just
even you should have just
yeah,
worn big dogs. We ain't even
right.
Converse.
Put a check on it so you get it. Put a
Get a
check on it so you can get a
get a
check.
bigger
You know what
check.
I'm saying? That's all you got to do, man. Hey, Nike, you know, you hear me every week out this thing trying to big you up, man. Give your boy some techs, some Nike techs, and some shoes. Give me some black Air Force Ones, some white Air Force Ones, and some other things, man. But what else
Hey,
you go ahead?
and cut the check.
Cut the check, man, so I can have a check. You hear me? Um, in this playoffs, what have you been impressed with? Who have you been impressed with? And what else are you looking forward to in this playoffs? We're gonna have this conversation again, probably again next week. But
No, we're going to is because like, man, it's because it's the teams that are showing up. You like, damn, man, like, I got to give both the Knicks and the Pistons credit. I mean, they gave us a great series, and as we record this, we don't know if it's going to be the end of it or not, but they gave us a great series. Nuggets and Clippers been giving us a great series.
yeah,
I got to be honest, man. I was so in and out on the NBA regular season. But man, this playoffs man, it's been cooking, and I
yeah,
ain't gonna lie, bro. Cause like I would say personally for me, the last 3-4 years, I'm like, the playoffs been kind of, but like overall, I'm like, yo, I gotta watch every night because every game is been real close, been
not
real.
us. Don't say every.
Well, not every. Well, yes, yeah. Y'all got packed real quick. But even when the Celtics did what they did to the Magic, besides that closeout game, I mean, it was close for some of those games. But to answer your question, man, I'm really impressed with the Rockets, bro. Hey,
Hmm.
Ime Udoka got them young bulls. They ain't scared. They said, "I had old boy Draymond. We don't care about you all that wolfing. We YNs. We'll send you packing, boy. You better sit down." Yeah,
Well, I hope you are right because as this airs, we would know the answer to that question because right now the Warriors is winning,
yeah,
um,
they 3-2. They 3-2.
and they at home.
Yeah, and they different
Yeah, they a whole different team at home than they are on the road.
that's real.
Um,
That's real talk.
yeah, I'm not. Listen, if Ant gets the ring this year,
Or shut it down.
Ant. So if you know me, you know D Man K Sports Podcast. I'm one of the guys on the show, and I'm not saying others aren't, but I'm one of the guys that's on the show that's very vocal about trying to compare the past to the future or to the present, actually. And I try not to do it, but damn it, if you let him get one this year, he might go on that Jordan run. Because that boy is
Hey,
certified. He
oh,
told Obama how great he was, and he's been backing it up since. I also want to say that this might be like for us because we watch sports all year round. So we've been watching and covering the NBA since the man cave started. We've been fans since we were little kids. In this modern era of basketball,
mhm.
this might be some of the best basketball played since the bubble.
Mm.
And if you watch the bubble, you can hate on the Lakers bubble ring if you want to. But that basketball might have been some of the best basketball we've seen it ever.
Yeah.
The bubble
It's-
best,
No, I'm with you. It was about pure ball. It was about pure ball.
yeah. So I'm gonna say this playoffs has been very good. I love what the NBA is going with this playoffs. Um,
Yeah.
we'll see, man. I mean,
Hey, real quick before you move on, you know, I agree with all your points. I just gotta ask you, bro, that situation with Giannis and Halliburton's pops,
oh, I
man.
was gonna get to that. Great
Okay,
segue.
I thought that was crazy, bro.
Great segue. Um, Technically, usually on this show, we try to stay away from stuff that doesn't happen in between the lines.
Yeah,
But, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately,
it's
this one
happening.
is in between the lines. The game was over. You know what? I'm gonna switch the question up a little differently than
I
other people have been asking because everybody's been asking, should he get fined or should he get suspended or whatever? And I think the team already announced that they did suspend him for the foreseeable future.
yeah, they're not gonna let Halliburton's pops at any home or away games.
Okay, got you, got you. The question I'm gonna ask is, should Tyree's father have gotten whooped or not? You want to go first?
Hey, I'm just gonna say Tyrese Halliburton's father. I'm sorry, I apologize. I don't know your name. Uh, you should be happy that you didn't get whooped. You got a superior athlete, a literally. Giannis and you know, I'm a very happily married heterosexual man, but I am comfortable in my skin to know that the way that Giannis is chiseled and built, he is built like a machine, and a machine that could probably KILLRIPU.
Yeah.
So, Papa Halliburton, you should be happy you didn't get whooped. Cause look, I get it. You're happy for you know, your baby boy or your young man. Halliburton's a man. You're happy for your son. All right, cool. Copy. You know, you could wolf. I get it. Hey, but when you see a machine put his forehead on your forehead, you should have backed up and said, "Hey, you want some of this too, old man?" No. Hey, Mike. If a bro put his forehead on you, that bro ain't round. You might want to back. So
Or take the first swing.
no. That physical disparity.
No, I know, but I'm saying if you're that crazy to
Oh
do
yeah,
that,
yeah.
you should be able to, you know what I'm saying, swing. And I'm not trying to condone the violence, but
No, me neither.
go ahead and finish. Go ahead and finish.
But the moment a homeboy put his forehead on your head and he's talking to you and he's
Mm.
just pointing at you, yeah, that probably ain't the pimp. You might want to
Abort mission.
abort. Abort. Gotta go. Gotta go. Hello. Yeah, somebody call me. Hold on. Hold that thought, Giannis. Hold on. Let me back. Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah. Hey, good game. Yeah, just back. Exit. Yeah. So, Papa Halliburton, you should be happy you didn't get hurt. Yeah, that was a wild situation. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Hey, it's on you.
I just think that it's indicative of the society we live in, man, where people, no matter who they are, have the audacity to think they can get that close to somebody, period. Um, I understand being a father. And see, Tyrese Halliburton, father, you kind of messed it up for the black fathers. I ain't gonna hold you. Because we've been talking about how these black fathers can't parent. And here you go acting the fool.
Oh,
Like we talking about like how these black fathers they can't. We talk about the LeVar Balls. We talk about the Deion Sanders. We talk about how LeBron. We talk about how these other fathers get, you know what I'm saying, chastised because of their kids, or not even their kid. The kids get chastised because of who their fathers are.
mm,
And here you go doing this. Like I don't. I've read enough to understand kind of what happened, but I
yeah,
still don't understand what the hell happened
yeah.
or why it happened. Um, Should he got whooped? I don't wish that on nobody. But like Chris Rock say, I understand.
No,
Like,
hey, but hey, man. Hey,
nah, I totally
hey,
understand. I can't say again. I don't want to say that he should have because I don't want to condone violence or any of that nature. But at the same time, watching it multiple times, if Giannis would have just nobody could be really mad. They would be it'd be unfortunate because of a potential. Because Giannis at one point in time, maybe not was the face of the league for a long time, but he was like a face of the league at some point.
Yeah, he was
I,
a back-to-back MVP.
yeah, so
Yeah.
and people love Giannis. If he would have just whacked that Bama one time, then I don't think anybody would have probably got mad at him. But
Scrutiny would have been crazy though. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know. I don't think so. Not in that situation. Not the way that Tyler's dad did it.
No. I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is even if Giannis was right, I just know we all know the media heads that would have tried to make him the bad guy in
I
this.
don't think so. It depends on what would have happened after he smacked him. If he would have just smacked him and nothing else happened and it
Walk
didn't turn
away.
into like a brawl,
Yeah,
because we know the no pun not to be poke at things, but
the Malice at the Palace and all shit like
and who was involved in that?
Cortez.
No, the Pacers.
Oh yeah, the pay.
So that's what I'm saying. So if he smacked him and something else happened,
Mm.
then yeah, Giannis would probably get a bunch of scrutiny. But if he put it, if the same thing happened, the same everything that happened, and Giannis' father kept trying to get, you know what I'm saying, into Giannis' face and pressing the issue when they put foreheads to foreheads,
Mhm.
depending on what he would have said wrong, if Giannis would have smacked him, I wouldn't have been mad. Because for him to put his forehead on that man's another man's forehead,
Yeah,
Tyler's dad had to have been talking. Tyreek's dad had to have
crazy,
been talking crazy.
had to been talking crazy. And I saw Giannis's interview. He was like, I didn't know who this guy was. He looked like a fan. He was
That's what
talking
I'm saying.
and he was talking disrespectful to me. So it's like, so and my question to you, Mike, is how are all these people on the court at just literally at the end of the game, like they're fans. Like Halliburton's dad is a fan at that point in time. So I think it goes back to that conversation when we talk about all the times, and we've seen it a lot in the NBA, how these fans interact with the players. Like something's got to be done, bro. Like I don't care. Look, I've been to many of sporting events, basketball, football, baseball, whatever, hockey. I don't care. I didn't like live. I might heckle, but I'm not gonna be like personal, talk about somebody's family and that because I think that's corny. All right. But the first what you're there to just be entertained. Pay that ticket, get your popcorn, get your milk duds, whatever, get your beer, chill, sit. What are we doing on this? Why are you? Why are you? First of all, are you? Why are you in Giannis's face? We talk about sports and emotions. First of all, Giannis just got eliminated. You don't know what kind of mental state this man is in. He don't know the future if he's going to be in Milwaukee. And I'm not saying this is if that should matter, but it should. When you're in a mental state in a competitive game, you just lost. Some cats don't take that shit well, bro. Like, why are you in that man's face? I just thought that was crazy. And to Halliburton's Tyrese, point, he's like, yo, I didn't agree with
I
my
wouldn't have said that though.
well, I hear you. I hear you,
I wouldn't have said that.
Oh, no,
That
no,
that's the only problem I really have with it for
I'm,
real too.
I'm with you on that. Publicly, I wouldn't have scrutinized my dad, but behind closed scenes, like pops, what the you doing, bro?
Because
Oh,
obviously if your dad is sitting front row,
yeah.
you and your dad rock with each other.
Oh, heavy. Yeah,
Heavy.
yeah,
So I ain't gonna throw my dad under the bus like that. I
yeah.
don't think I could do that.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I feel you on that. But yeah, man, that whole situation was crazy, bro.
Listen, I really don't care about the losing part because
Hmm.
I'm not saying it. See, you know the reason why I don't care about the losing part because Giannis wasn't acting like a sore loser.
Uh, okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like he wasn't acting like a sore. And when I say I don't care about it, I mean
Yeah.
it makes it kind of worse for the dad because
He was
if
dapping up the other opposing teams, and he was like, "Yo,
yeah, if Giannis was acting like a sore loser and he was
yeah,
acting like a brat,
yeah,
then I could see the dad. Even though the dad still would be 100% wrong,
hmm
the story makes more sense if Giannis was acting like he didn't dap Tyler, or he like point. You know how Giannis be getting sometimes.
Hey,
He be pointing his finger in people's face and stuff. If he would have did that to Tyrese, then as a parent, you kind of would feel a certain way. Not saying that you should do anything about it,
yeah,
but you would feel a certain way. But Giannis was just sitting there chilling,
yeah,
and the dad just was like
yeah, I got
spazzing,
going in. Yeah,
you know. And I mean, I don't think to put it this way. Well, maybe I don't know, but I'm just guessing. I don't think. Let's just say it's that arena holds 18,000 people.
hmm
I don't think 17,956 people in there knew who the hell that was.
now facts.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe the Pacers team knew.
Pacers team probably that's about it.
That's about it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I think the punishment fits the crime. Um, although we started about to talk about some crime, I want to talk about Shedeur Sanders and the prank call real quick because we got the resolution to that, and the punishment to that. Um, I forgot how to say the coach's name, Jeff
Jeff Oldrich or something like that.
Aldrich or something. Yeah, something like that. Udrich. Um, he got fined 200,000. No, he got fined 100,000, and the team got fined 200,000. The Atlanta Falcons.
Mm.
I'd like to know your opinion on this, Wildcard Mar.
Yeah.
What should the dad do to the damn son?
Oh boy, what? Hey boy, I'm glad that I didn't do that and that my dad was Jeff Obrick. Because if I would have cost my dad 100 grand, boy, yeah, they probably had a lot pops up what they did, what he probably would have done to me. I'm kidding. These jokes. All right, relax. No, my father was a fair father. All right, he is. He's still alive, and he didn't take no shit though. All right, so um, I'll be honest. I don't know how this situation come about because I wasn't raised like this. Whatever my parents had in their office and their business, I didn't step foot in that because the rule was keep your ass out of here. If I catch you in here, it's your ass. And I took that to heart. All right. So I can't relate to this behavior, what the son did. All right. I can't relate. All right. Uh, so what should happen to the son? I know what would have happened to me. Upper chest, cave your chest in. I'm looking like Kofi Kingston chest. So, look, fact of the matter is the fine matches the punishment. Now, Jeff, you as the father, I don't know. Uh, you know, maybe you should do some reflection. Why does your son think this is okay? This behavior? Why does he think this is okay? I'm just saying. You know, I'm a parent. I'm not trying to chastise you, parent to parent, but I, my kids knows what's up, what to do and not to do in my house. Just saying, and they're 10, and they're 8, and they're 2, and they know wrong from right. Trust and believe. Your son's 21. How the hell he don't know wrong from? Never mind. All right, let's go on over to the next part of this situation. Falcons. All right, maybe you should teach better protocols with your staff. You can't. I mean, you want to keep continuing taking these $250,000 fines every year? All right, cool. By all means. Arthur Blank, you like writing them $250,000 checks to New York, New York? Every time something foolish like this is gonna happen every year? You like that? All right. Be smart, people. Common sense ain't common, apparently. Oh, it's on you, Mike.
All right. So first, I would like to say to all the people out there. Now, I'm not even going to address them. I'm going to address the people that matter first. To all the kids that was out there in the NFL draft that got pranked, I want to say that sucks,
hmm
and it shouldn't have happened to you. And I personally, I hope this is clipped. I personally hope the people that prank called y'all get
For the
y'all
same
justice.
thing. hmm
Now, it might not mean the big thing to you. You might have just ignored it, whatever. But on your big moment, on your big day, or whatever you thought you was getting drafted, if you was getting pranked, that's super insensitive and
Mm.
it's super messed up that somebody did that to y'all. So if they do comes out who did Jaws as well, we on them too.
Mm.
Just to let you know.
Big facts.
Now, I my opinion on it is, do I agree with the punishment? Not really. I think it kind of should have been harsher, especially after more and more videos are coming out of people that got pranked. Not people that got pranked, but more and more
Players coming out.
yeah, more and more players are coming out saying they got pranked as well. This could have been a copycat. I don't know if you guys seen The Wire back in the day, but the last season when McNulty was going around faking deaths of homeless people, and then when he admitted that to the chief, police chief, that he was the one doing it, then they was a copycat. Um, you made it a copycat, and the reason why I'm okay with it is because Shedeur's punishment for being cocky and arrogant was money. For this kid, his cockiness and arrogance cost his dad money.
Mm.
Now, I don't know how you can't say the kid was cocky and arrogant when this was a planned attack. He went to his father's house allegedly on a Wednesday. And this is the part that I haven't heard anybody say yet. He went to his father's house on a Wednesday. He got the number from the iPad. Not only did he just go get it, but if you plan to go to your parents' house, you already know that they have this information in their iPad, which means this ain't the first time that he's went into his dad's iPad.
Mm.
You can debate me if you want. Ain't no way in hell this kid. I mean, I've been telling y'all for those that have been watching 613 what would happen, what was going on, where the number came from, all that. If you watch the draft thing, I told everyone it came from an NFL employee or someone that was an NFL employee's kin. I said that. So I'm telling you what happened, y'all, because I was a kid at one point in time in my life. And although I didn't touch my parents' stuff, I know people that did. Now, he's been in the dad's iPad before. That's how he was comfortable enough to know he can sneak over there because he doesn't live there. He can go over there, get it real quick, leave out. The whole world, except the NFL owners and the NFL teams, projected Shedeur to go in the first round. The kid had the number the whole first round and didn't prank Shedeur. Well, Mike, why does that matter? Again, everyone in the world, except the NFL personnel, NFL media, though, ESPN media, every pretty much site, everyone thought Shedeur was going first round. He prank calls him that Friday when the Saints were picking. How did he know the Saints would be looking to get a quarterback? Hmm. Mike, you could be overreacting. You could be just guessing. But again, we know that the iPad has a lot of stuff in that iPad. So at this point, since we're dealing with facts, we know that he went over there to steal it. We know he went over there on a Wednesday. We knew now that he knew that Shedeur was going to get passed on in the first round. Because none of us thought that. Nobody thought that. Even the people on air were surprised he didn't go first round. Okay? You called him that Friday. For Coach Steve, you know, you kind of try to ignore it You said Shedeur and them posted it. No, they didn't. They were on live on Twitch, and that's when it happened. I think you would know, Coach Steve, how the internet works now. If there's a TV show on a TV show and somebody takes a part from that TV show, that's not the TV show posting it. It's someone else, third party posting it. That's what happened with Shedeur. And then the next day, Shiloh, which was projected to go in the late rounds, he was streaming. And that's when they told us the story about the numbers. And other rookies came to confirm, yes, that's true. That's how they did the draft. They had the same situation and all that. The kid that's cocky and arrogant of the father that he stole the information from that Wednesday did the prank call that Friday. He posted a video of him doing this,
Doing the crime, bro.
thinking, having no regards for the father at all. See, that's a layer that people are missing as well.
Hey, how
That
you commit the crime and then tape yourself and then post it?
right after Shedeur said, "Yeah, this is what happened," 15 minutes later, there's a video of you doing the crime. Hey man, I just shot somebody. I put the gun down right on the street. Come get me. Were you self-defense? No, I just wanted to kill him.
Popped his ass.
Just popped his ass, right? Just pow. Here you go. And I didn't have a glove. I didn't have no gloves on. And I had my friend recording it.
Hey, you. Pow.
This is the most ridiculous thing we've seen in a long time because the people that are against Shedeur, they're not realizing how bad this situation could really potentially be. Again, to bring all that back, what was in that iPad that that kid saw? Because how did he know when to do this prank?
Mm.
How did he know that? So when people say collusion and Shedeur was, they try to make it seem like we're doing a conspiracy theory. Look at the facts that are presented to us.
Hey, man.
The anonymous GMs were saying
Oh,
this,
oh my God.
right? Like the anonymous GMs were saying the stuff about Shedeur in the interviews and things of that nature, right?
Mm.
How you know they weren't emailing each other? Hmm.
A lot of information that's getting.
They talk.
Oh yeah, bro. That's
They
it.
they
That's a
talk. And you know what makes it the worst? That why this kid, I don't know why what his dad should really do, but he should do something. Atlanta wasn't even in the market to get him. This kid had no regards for his father
mm.
at all. His father's job, his father, period. And he's called a kid, but he's not called cocky and arrogant. Shedeur is. Now, the $1 million question is for us, we never really got to say where we thought Shedeur was going to go.
Mm.
Am I going to lie and sit here and say that I thought Shedeur was going to go first round? No, I'm not going to do that. I thought he was going to go first round. Second round at best, at worst.
At worst. Yeah.
But to say he was going to go fifth, nobody knew that. Can't nobody lie to us and tell us that they did. He wasn't that good. The competition that he plays against. And it's like, all right, man, y'all trying to find so many reasons to say that this kid's not good.
Mm.
Do you? But at the same time, for us that's aware of what's going on in our surroundings, if we choose to speak up against what's going on um in our surroundings in our life, going on in the sports and things of that nature, mind your business. If you don't want to be an ally, just mind your business because you can't tell us how to think. You can't tell us how to approach these situations. When we've seen it happen over and over again, we've seen countless other quarterbacks that were way worse than Shedeur. Don't tell me Johnny Manziel aced all the interviews when he was wasted coming into them joints or hung over. Don't tell me Baker Mayfield knocked y'all off y'all feet. Ryan Leaf. Like, don't tell me Eli Manning gave you the greatest interview. Don't tell me that because I can see these guys' personalities, and I'm not saying that. For example, like an Eli. Eli might give you all the right answers, but it was boring as hell.
Oh man. You know, Mike, I'm glad we're having this conversation now that the dust has settled on the draft and there's a lot of information that's coming out post draft.
Anonymously.
Well, some of it's anonymously, yeah, for the cowards, and then some of it like it's this guy named Boomer Esiason who hasn't played football in almost 30 plus years. Old. He's in the New York media now. And got a radio show. How do you get quoted to saying NFL owners ordered GMs to take this man off the board? And y'all just glossing over this?
Because all the people that's glossing over it were the ones that were wrong. They trying to save face.
Boomer Esiason, what NFL team does he work for? Oh, I'll answer that for you. He doesn't work for an NFL team, but he's in the New York media. But how does he get this information that 3 owners ordered their GMs to take the man off the board? How does he have this information? I mean, look, man, people. I said collusion, and I'm trying to say like it's probably one of the hardest things to prove. But when you got a smoking gun with this man, Boomer Esiason, a guy who's not affiliated with no NFL team, he's not getting a paycheck from none of these guys. How does he get this information?
Because dude on the NFL network that works for, again, the NFL network
NFL.
told him to beg. He knew too.
Yeah. He works for the NFL network, which is oh my the NFL beg. Hey, beg. Oh man, tell him all.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I think everybody, because you said it, I've heard you say it, I've heard other people echo the same sentiments. It's hard to prove. No, it ain't.
That's why I'm. That's my point, Mike. It ain't
Like, this ain't hard to prove.
proving it now.
This is right in our faces. That's why, to all y'all that be like, Mike, why you so mad, or why you speaking up so much, and why you trying to make it racial? Because it's in our face. This ain't something that we gradually learned something about, and we was like, you know what, we learning about this. Like, for example, if this would have came out in December.
This is literally post draft, like as it at like so the draft ends Saturday.
No, this is during the draft because the prank call happened during the draft.
Oh yeah. But what I'm saying is, if some of this information is coming out during the draft ends Saturday afternoon. More information comes out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We've been getting information there and there every day post draft, and I'm just laughing because I'm like, damn, bro, what? I
You know why the reason I don't consider it just post draft, because the cocky and arrogant in him failing the interviews came out right before the draft.
Mhm.
So all of this to me was going on during the draft. They colluded before the draft and during this mother joint. Like, I think, and people could say, "Nah, Mike, it didn't happen like this." It might not have happened like this, but there was a message that was sent to say, "All right, y'all can pick him up now."
You know what's crazy? I can't remember where I saw it at, and I don't want people to think I'm making this up because I need to find it. Um, Somebody had, I think it was RG3. Don't quote me on this, so I need to find it. He said he got some messages from some people that he knew that some of these coaches were in fear of that I would lose my job to Dion.
Dion, yeah, it was RG3.
And I'm like, wait, hold up. First of all, the man just got a nice little 5-year deal from Colorado. All right, some good money. All right. Uh, I don't know how much you know, coaches' salary are going, you know, but Dion more than likely is going to get even paid more than most NFL head coaches.
Yes.
I don't think he's rushing to you know, to come be a head coach. Two, Prime has made it clear in many interviews he has no desire to come coach in the NFL. All right. And I thought that was signs of it when he just signed a new 5-year deal in Colorado. All right. Okay. Whatever. So he has never made any thoughts or, you know, feelings that he wants to go coach. All right. I'm looking at the coach payments right now, salary wise. There's probably only 4 or 5 coaches that Coach Prime won't out pay. He ain't rushing to go to the NFL. What he's getting paid at Colorado, he would be probably like a top 5 or 6 coach in the NFL pay wise right now. He ain't rushing to get what he loves what he's doing in NCAA. I don't know where these people are getting this. You're in fear of your job. What? What are you talking about? If you're that good of a coach, well, guess what? If you're in fear of your job, then guess what? You probably wouldn't even meant to have a motherfucker there.
Mm.
If you in fear of another man that ain't even bothered in thinking about you to come to get your job, you know what? You probably ain't fit for this anyway. You probably gonna get fired in a couple of years anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Yeah.
y'all kill me with this mess, bro. Yeah. Hey, the excuses it have been so creative. The,
It's
the,
not
the,
even creative.
the nonsense has just been foolish, bro. We got a man in Baker Mayfield literally told a whole team to S my D on national TV. He gets drafted first overall. Oh, Cam Newton. Oh, you dirty scoundrel. I ain't forgot about
I
you.
was gonna get to him. Pause.
Ooh.
I kind of was gonna leave him alone, but I started thinking like,
Mike, I'll leave some on the bones for you. I got you. I got
go
you.
ahead, go ahead.
I got you, dog. Cam Newton. Ooh. See, it's funny, bro. I remember when you went down to Florida and your dumb ass got caught doing an actual crime and had to get kicked out.
Mm.
And you was given time to repair yourself. You went to JUCO. You get that one blazing year in Auburn, and all of a sudden you Heisman Trophy, you win a national championship. You first overall. Oh, bro, don't forget. Don't forget. Oh, I ain't forgot. And now you got the nerves to tell a young man who ain't never been in trouble. Ain't never been in trouble. Been a 4 or 5 star recruit this whole time. He ain't getting in no trouble.
Mm.
Did numbers in college. Your dumb ass got kicked off and had to repair. Not only did your image, you had to repair a whole Cam Newton because ain't nobody wasn't gonna touch you, bruh. You got an opportunity to fix yourself and you took advantage of it. But don't forget all the trials and tribulations you went through and then try to tell Shedeur that, oh, you shouldn't have had a cornerback persona. You should have been a more professional quarterback persona. Shut the hell up. Oh, Mike, it's on you, bro. I'm about to lose it, bro. It's on you.
I keep saying this is 2016 all over again because it is. When it comes to the NFL colluding against a black quarterback,
Mm.
what did Michael Vick tell Colin Kaepernick to do? Cut his hair. What? You the one that got in trouble for what you did. All he did was take a knee for your kids and everyone else's people in this country that's not rich,
Mm.
that are not as famous, that's known like you. And here you are, Cam Newton, telling the kid, you should act like a quarterback, not a DB. What does that even mean? Like, what? Huh?
He was corny for that, bro.
So let me ask you this question. Cooper Eugene, what is he supposed to act like?
Ooh.
Since he's white and he's a corner.
Ooh.
What are you saying, fool?
Ooh. Oh, cook.
What are you saying about what are you saying to people. Like, and you got a 7-on-7 team. That makes it even worse for me. Cause I
Mm.
be in the market. I be with the kids. I be with this or the 7-on-7 with Dom U, and just seeing how everybody interacts and things of that nature. And I'm wondering, what are you telling these kids now, bro? Like, what you on?
Nigga.
Like,
Oh, my fault.
what you on, bro? Like, since Shedeur ignored you at that game because you was on the show. This ain't the first time you said some comments about Shedeur.
Suckers.
You said something before, and that's why Shedeur. I think it was the UCF game. Him and Travis ignored you, and Travis was doing it jokingly because he know you, but he was doing it to support his teammate.
Mm.
Like, what you on with them?
Mm.
You mad because he more known than you?
Mm.
You mad because in college they try to say you got a bag and you didn't really get a bag, and he really did get the bag.
Mm.
That's why you mad? What is it? Because you telling somebody how to act is weird.
Hella weird.
Look at your dreads.
You shouldn't be the one saying
That's
nothing.
not a quarterback
You shouldn't be the one saying this. Not at all.
at all. You shouldn't even be telling anybody. Like, this is the worst experience. This is the worst advice from the worst person to give this advice. They told you stop dabbing.
Bruh. All the scrutiny you went through and you talking to Shedeur like this? You forgot, dog. What is wrong with bruh? He forgot about all this.
Nah,
Dog.
he ain't forget. He worked with Disney. So he ain't forget. This is part of the teardown of Shedeur and the Sanders family. They needed somebody to come out and say this on that side.
Look.
Somebody to act like
Cam.
somebody just that's cocky. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that played the game like that. You know what I'm saying? That celebrated every play. You know, somebody like that. Like they needed somebody like Cam Newton, who is more flash. Well, not gonna say flashy as far as off the field, but on the field, I mean, Cam, you was dancing every damn time. You got the you did something good. You throw a completion, you was dancing.
Hey, remember this? Cam? Oh, see, Cam, you forgot I lived in Charlotte for your whole career, bruh. First down with your little stinking ass. Yeah.
Yeah, Cam,
Okay. All right, Cam,
Cam,
shut up,
you
bro.
should return the sender.
ASAP.
That was. I'm sure Dion not gonna give you the access that you used to have, bro, because this isn't the first time,
You
and
dumb.
it's weird. Um, I didn't expect this from you.
Damn. I was just starting to like Cam.
Nah, I think Cam. I think
But he corny for this, bro. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I think he. I mean, but he's corny for a couple of. He. I mean, I don't say nothing because we have our own show, so I don't really critique other shows. But I watch everything, and Cam is one of the corniest, and this puts him in the top five corny.
Now, RG3, I rock with you, bro.
Nah, he corny too.
No, no, in this situation. Whoa, let me preference. Hold
I'm about to say because he corny
on.
too.
I said, let me preference.
You know him. He man, listen,
Hey, that's why I wanted you to know that, bro. I was like, hold on, relax.
he's corny.
I said, hold on, relax.
Yeah, that boy corny. Like you don't want to talk to RG. You don't. Never mind. Anyway, I said all to say the NFL draft was a blast. Um, a lot of undrafted rookies got picked up to different teams that may be in good situations. A bunch of HBCU. Let's give props to HBCUs. A bunch of Commanders picked up an HBCU, a Jackson State kid. Um, a bunch of HBCU kids got picked up undrafted. Um, so we don't want. I want to say to all the kids out there, congratulations that got drafted and undrafted. They got put on the NFL roster. They'll be in the NFL mini rookie mock camp, rookie mini camp. Want to say to y'all, congratulations for the 2025 class. Um, I'm sorry that a lot of it got overshadowed because of these things, but Man, just stick up for your teammates, man. Be there for your teammates. Be good young men that you are. Go out there and ball, and yeah. And we have come to the end of our show, like the end of the draft. Walker Mar, tell them where they can find you, man.
Hey man, you know where to find her, bro. Man, go on over to my Twitter page, Twitter, like my man Project Pata, Casey Wildcard Mar. But most importantly, man, y'all make sure y'all tap in with me right here, with my 613 fam, man. You dig?
Yes, sir. You can find me, Coach Drip underscore Mike T on Twitter, Instagram, and the TikTok. I haven't really posted anything on the TikTok, so bear with me.
Hey, hold on.
Um,
What you call it, bro?
the TikTok.
Duh.
Yeah, you gotta put the duh in front because you old. When you old, you gotta
I
say
was about
duh.
to say no.
Yeah, you gotta say the duh. That makes it cooler. I don't know. But anywho, you can find me on those. You can find me on Michael Turner on Facebook. Say the date, the County Cookout, OG Cookout, July 12th. We'll be doing the fourth annual cookout with the Bounce Beat versus Moco game as well as the headline of that. And yeah, you can find us each and every Saturday, the Man Cave Sports Podcast, Saturday mornings on YouTube, Google, Spotify, and Apple Music, Apple Podcast. And also on Saturdays, the Four Corner Boys Foes Up, Quads Down. Saturday afternoons on YouTube and Saturday mornings on all those podcast platforms I just mentioned. King Mel's Top 5. Ooh, yes, sir. Wrestling moments of the week each and every Sunday. Hey, you got, oh, let me go back to Saturdays. Saturdays, you got the Hollywood Rant. And Mondays, what do we got Mondays? We got something coming up Mondays, but I won't tell you yet until
Oh,
we get closer to it. Um, Also, Fridays, you got them Tech Boys.
oh,
Ooh, yes, sir. Ooh, the Maryland Tech. And Wild Stats as well.
yeah.
So,
Got content on content,
you
baby.
got content on content. We got what you need. Pandemic, we got it. Like in The Wire. Ooh, yes, sir. Hey, man, you ain't got to. Matter of fact, shouts out to G Money. Shouts out to Jiggy Jae Jones. Shouts out to Gangsta Tay. Shouts out to the whole 613. If you like this, please like and subscribe to the 613 YouTube channel or any of our platforms. And tell a friend to tell a friend. But you don't gotta go home, but we going home. We out of here.